Southern Alberta and many parts of Canada are experiencing problems with substance abuse, homelessness, broken families, and people struggling to find employment. What are the solutions? Today's guest says she may have some hope for us. Ethel Hoeksema is a certified life skills coach, and she has a diploma in social work. She's also the founder of the Wellness Through Living Society in Lethbridge. Ethel, welcome to Bridge City News.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Now, you saw a need in our community, and I understand that your program is designed to help people get some training in basic life skills. And life skills, tell me a bit about that.
So life skills meaning that they're going to be able to register for a 10-week program. That 10-week program consists of 5 different dynamics of self, family, leisure, community, and job. And within that 10 weeks, they're going to be able to take some cooking classes in our community kitchen.
Oh.
So they'll be able to go over and...
Sign me up.
Yes, oh yes, you'll be able to go over and do some cooking classes. And then the 50-hour job placement. It's mandatory of that job placement in order to graduate.
Now, who exactly would you be serving in the community when you open up the doors?
So we're going to be serving anybody from the ages of 18 to 55. And I say 55, but I use that age really loosely. I mean, you can come in, you know, and come and join us. We just want to help people get well.
Tell me about some of the young people that you've had a chance to talk to, mentor, teach, train, 18, 19-year-olds, just trying to find their way through life, and some of the challenges and the struggles they have.
You know, I've had the opportunity of working with some really, really neat people. We've got a lot of neat people in our community and other communities that I've worked in. They come from a lot of broken homes. They come from single-parent homes. They come from homes that are toxic, just weren't raised well. And they just want to get well themselves. So when they come into a life skills program, they're there to learn, they're hungry to learn, they're starving to learn something new. They want to get on with their lives. They don't like the position they're in, not at all. They want to get better.
And how do I get accepted, better? Right?
Oh, for sure, accepted, for sure. Not only by the community, but within themselves. You know, how do I get better? How do I feel better about myself?
Now, you're also planning on including a 50-hour job placement and a 2-month nutrition and budget planning course. Tell me a bit about that.
So the community kitchen itself is going to be, it's got 2 dynamics, actually. The cooking classes are where they can go in and do their cooking classes during the 10-week program. And they're going to be able to take at least 40 recipes home with themselves,
wow,
you know, at the end of the 10 weeks. And then the community kitchen itself is where people can register to come in and do the cooking, where you do your meal planning on Monday night, come in and do the cook on Saturday, and take meals home for, like, let's say a family of 4 will cost you about $40. And then we're going to have some cooking classes in the evening for people who want to learn different types of cooking. So the kitchen's going to be used in 2 different ways. The 50-hour job placement is we're going to be hopefully working with businesses in the community, help us train them to go into a dream job that they've always wanted.
Have the business owners been quite receptive to a lot of these programs?
As I've gone out and I've talked to them, they have a vision of, gee, it would be nice to have somebody who's got some life skills before they got here. I don't want them to take that first paycheck and run, and then I don't see them again. I would like them to come and stay with me. I have no problem investing in them. I have no problem in, you know, especially when it comes to plumbers and electricians and things like that. They have no problem investing some money in them, but at the same time, they want that person to stay.
Is this program also available, Ethel, for those who are battling addictions, or more for those who have already conquered those addictions?
I have to be really honest with you. I would really want them that they've gone through detox and then into treatment and then come to us, because that's the process. The process, you go to detox, you go to treatment, then you come to us, and then, you know, we can give you direction on into the college, because we have so many trades out at the college. I mean, we're going to be working really closely with the college, and then we can go on into the different businesses here in town.
Now, like any nonprofit agency, you need some funding to help you out?
Yes.
Where does that funding come from?
Yes. So there are government grants available to us, but in order for us to get those grants, we have to have matching dollars. So part of this presentation today is that our GoFundMe page on the website is that we're hoping that we can get some dollars on there, and those dollars there are going to be in partnership with the government grants that we can partner up, because they're matching dollars. They're always matching dollars. So we got to match those dollars with what the government gives us, and then we can go partner with that. And from there, we have to have fundraisers, of course. And that's just the way it works in today's world.
What are some of the biggest expenses incurred, though, for you?
Staff.
Oh, how many staff are we talking about?
Right now, to even open the doors would be 15. But my staff is professional. You have to understand, they're professional people. They're professional people who have degrees. So they have to be paid for their degrees.
Like social workers, nurses, like what?
Oh, yes, social workers, not only nurses, but the life skill coaches. We all go to school for our degrees, too. So we all have to be paid for our degrees. Office managers, they all went to school, too.
What kind of success, Ethel, have these life skills training organizations had in other cities? Did you kind of model this after another city, perhaps?
Well, I went and I got my training in Edmonton probably 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. And when I was there, I kind of snooped around and I saw what they had. And they had been in existence for a while. Lethbridge is a little bit behind us, when I say us, I mean life skill coaches. I've been on, this trail for a little bit of time trying to get this going. So we're a little bit behind, whereas Winnipeg's had theirs going for over 8-9 years, and Regina's had theirs going. Edmonton and Calgary has had theirs going for years and years. So we're a little bit behind. So we really need to hustle and get stuff going here. And I think that would really help what's going on in our community right now. And it would really give them some gumption. The people aren't in the situation they're in right now in the city of Lethbridge because they want to be there. Mm-hmm. The numbers of addiction aren't as high as they are right now because those people want to be there. And we have to understand that.
So what are you looking for specifically then in a certified life skills coach? What are some of the qualities of that person that we'll bring to the table that will really help those who are struggling?
They really have to be patient. They have to be really tolerant. They have to understand that some of those people that where they come from may have not been where they have been. They come sometimes with nothing, absolutely nothing. They don't even have a spirit left in them. And so they have to be really patient to take them through the A's and the B's and the C's to get to the end of the 10 weeks. And illiteracy is another thing, too.
How about somebody who's maybe been through the program, a huge success, and then goes on to become a certified life skills coach? Because that person could say to those who are struggling,
oh, yes,
I've been where you are.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes, and in fact, we've got a person sitting on our board right now who's been through a life skills program and is now a successful executive director of an organization and has told her story. So it's possible to go to those places, very possible.
Now, are you looking for additional board members right now, too, to help out?
Yes, that's another thing we are. It's that time of the year and that time of the season again where we need to have some new board members. We've got people who have stuck right through it with us, and we're getting tired, we're getting tired. But we do need some additional board members come on board and do some groundwork. We're still doing some more groundwork. But it would be just satisfying to have some people come on and some fresh ideas and some new ideas to come on board with us and help us out. That would be just the cherry on the top of the pie.
And more volunteers to help out as well?
Yes, volunteers. Our community kitchen is not going to run without volunteers. I can say that up front. We have a Red Seal chef and an assistant to that Red Seal chef, but when the classes are going on in the afternoon with the students, we're going to need the volunteers there to help those students because it's not going to happen. I can't hire enough staff to take care of that. There's just no way. So we're going to need the volunteers. Like the elderly ladies who like to go in and like to do the cooking in the kitchen, mm-hmm. That's my dream. I mean, I have that visionary and that's my dream. I don't know if that's all going to happen, but that's my dream.
Make some nice Ukrainian or Polish sausage, or maybe
yeah.
nice Mexican, some enchiladas.
Oh, yes. And,
burritos
teach them how to make pies and things like that. Because that's what some of those girls dream of making for their families one day. Can I make a decent pie for my husband and my kids?
In what area specifically do do you need the volunteers for to help out?
The kitchen is one place, and the other place is, like, we're going to have elders who come in and spend time in the classroom also, so that we can start working on some of the reconciliation issues that we're having with our Indigenous people. So we will be having elders coming in also. So we need the volunteers to come in and work with the people who just have struggles. Maybe they can't even get to class. Maybe they don't know how to get to class. Maybe they need help reading because of literacy.
Sure.
You know, and we need someone just to sit with them for the first couple of weeks. Maybe it's just the point of maybe taking them to court because they still got court case going on. Child welfare issues. You know, we need those people still to help us out.
And you believe that racism has a part to play in all of this as well? Can you speak to that issue?
So what we've got going right now, we've already started on it, is because we got some funding through Alberta Culture. We started a healing circle presently out in Fort MacLeod, and we have a elder sitting with us on the healing circle, and anybody can come and join us from any culture on that circle. And it's held out in the Scouts Hall on the third Wednesday of every month, and it's going really well, where people are just coming in and talking about
Unburdening,
racism.
right?
Just let it out,
Right.
you know, and feel safe in that circle, just to talk and not walk out the door and be judged on what I just finished saying, or are my kids going to get beat up at school the next day, or anything like that. Just say what's on your mind. And it's been really going well. We've been going since October, and it's been really going well. And so now the Crown Prosecutor, the office downtown, has given us authority to also take it in to the courts.
How important is it, Ethel, to have a life skills coach who may be Aboriginal helping other young Aboriginals dealing with certain issues?
My experience has been that there are some trust issues sometimes.
Okay.
When Indigenous has to work with Indigenous because it's trust, because maybe they're related.
Oh.
But then there's other times they feel safe working with their own people. And that's okay. We will work with that at the time.
So it's a case-by-case basis, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you can't always fix everything, because each classroom only has 15 participants in each classroom. No life skill coach can take on any more than that, and sometimes even less. So there's only going to be 15 participants in each classroom, and then we're just going to go from there.
And what about the cost involved? I come to you, I need the help.
No cost for the participant coming through the door. That's going to be under government funding and all the other funding ways that we find. We figured it out, it cost about $1,720 for you to come to us for 10 weeks. You know, cooking classes and everything else involved. And so we will find the funding for that. People come to us too broken. I could never ask somebody that broken to come to us and say, oh, and by the way, you owe us $1,720 before you come back tomorrow morning.
So do you have business owners or people within the community willing to sponsor some of those people who want to come through the program?
Not at this time, because we're just getting to that level of making people believe that this is part of the process. It's been really hard here in Lethbridge. I have to tell you, it's been hard here in Lethbridge. It hasn't been an easy task.
So what are the biggest challenges then?
Probably getting the doors open and making people believe that life skills is part of the step process for getting well. Because it's new, even though all the other bigger cities have been at it for 7, 8, 9 years, and Lethbridge is a little bit behind. And I'm not trying to be sarcastic when I say that, that's just reality.
So any final thoughts, Ethel, on the life skills training program?
We're excited about still opening the doors. We're excited, you know, like we've got a couple real estate people who have come forth and wanting to get the building and do the construction. We've had accountants who have done services in kind. We've had people who've drawn up blueprints as services in kind. Like we've just had many people who have come forth and been helpful.
And when is the goal to have the doors open? Next spring, perhaps? Or?
I would really, really like to see it by the end of the year.
Okay.
But that's me. I'm an eager beaver. That's me.
Right.
Is it going to happen? I can't tell you that. You know, not today. I can't tell you that. I mean, it could happen in the next. You got to give construction at least 6 months.
Right.
You know, on 6 classrooms and a kitchen.
Hopefully sooner rather than later. There's
Oh, for
definitely
sure.
a need in our community here.
There is, and we're asking everybody to step forth and just do their little share. And if everybody stepped forth and did their little piece of work, it would happen.
Ethel Hoeksema is a certified life skills coach, and you're also the founder of the Wellness Through Living Society in Lethbridge. Thanks a lot for joining me in studio today.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been just wonderful to be here. Thank you very much.
On behalf of all of us here at BCN, I'm Hal Roberts. God bless and have a great night.